Well, the swim that we're fishing is on this little point, and the actual spot that I want to fish is sort of 100 yards out. I found a little area with a marker rod. All I'm going to do is just clip my fishing rods up so they're all in the same area. I've just got two sticks 12 foot apart, just going to wrap it around, and 25 times around is actually 100 yards. So lead next to the stick over there, and then simply wrap it up, counting as you go, and this will keep all your rods fishing at the same area. And then we can clip the spot up to the same, and this will make sure that our bait actually falls right over the top of the rigs. And this particular lake's quite deep, it's actually nearly 14 foot deep, so all I'm going to do is clip my rods up to the actual spot that I found, and for every 3 foot of water I'm going to clip my spot up 1 foot shorter. So it's 14 foot deep, so I'm going to clip my spot up roughly half a rod length short, and that will just make sure that the bait is falling right over the top of the rigs, and it's not actually going further than the rigs once they've fallen through the water. So that's 25. I'm going to tie my little elastic markers on. I put 2 elastic markers on just to make sure they don't slip. I'm just going to tie them on here now. Just going to fire a few of these spods out into the lake onto my spot. Like I say earlier, I clipped this up the same distance as my fishing rods, and in there I've got some maggots. I mean, can't really go fishing this time of year without any maggots. A bit of sweet corn just for a bit of attraction visually because of the depth of the water, and then some good quality feed bait as well. I've got just a bit of everything in there really. I've got some S7 12 millers. I've got some 12mm Nutter S, and that should keep them grubbing around really on the bottom. I've broke a few of the boilies up as well, and I soaked them in my sweet corn juice. That makes them nice and soft, and hopefully that's going to draw us a few carp into the swim. Well, this is part of a result of winter fishing, and the key to that is location pretty much. We fished 2 different lakes, 3 different swims, finally managed to find the fish and get on them, and straight away, you know, we've only been fishing this swim with the fish in them for less than an hour and a half, and this is take number 6. So, you know, just goes to show that once you found them, like any carp fishing, doesn't matter if it's the winter or the summer really, but once you find them, you can catch them. And yeah, pleased with this one, just over 20 pound. Got a slightly bigger one in the sling, so we'll pop this one back, have a look at the next one, and show you how we caught them. Here's the slightly bigger one, just under 22 pound, but as you can see, they're a nice pretty fish. Obviously I didn't tire it out properly. But yeah, made up with this. I mean, middle of February. It's actually Valentine's Day, so here's my Valentine's Day present. But yeah, well chuffed for this. We'll slip this one back in the pond. Then we'll have a look at exactly how we caught it and the reason why. When we started off, our session, we started off fishing on the bottom, as you would. We put some bait out, found a little spot, put some bait out, and then this was the first rig that I chucked out. I mean, this is, a banker rig for these sort of fish in these day ticket commercials. Just a little bright pop up. This one's a little raspberry, and then just a little semi-stiff coated hook length, and just a leg clip set up. And the reason for the leg clip is I can just take that off. If they're not having it on the bottom, I can then just literally take my zig and hook my zig straight onto straight on there as well. So got the best of both worlds. I ain't got to keep changing setups. And just a little black and red zig liner. Where I'm fishing sort of 100 yards out into the lake, so I'm not going to be using like any PVA bags or anything like that. So with that in mind, I just want to enhance my hook bait a little bit, and all I'm going to do is just dunk that in this sticky sweet stuff. It's like real sticky mix, and it lavers your hook bait so it won't come off on the cast. And this is going to save me using any PVA, and I can fly this out into the pond, especially like with the zig. You've only got just a little zig up in the water, so I can give that as much attraction as possible, and hopefully that's going to get me a bite or two as well. And as it happens, we caught one off the bottom yesterday, but it wasn't really the one. It's cold, it's the middle of February, and these fish, they ain't really up to much. They just sat up off the bottom. So we had one bite off the bottom, and then we've chucked a zig out to see if we could get a bite, and the results were instant really, and caught another 4 on the zigs. So yeah, it's happy days really. If we hadn't switched, we'd probably only just caught that one. So the session's not turned out too sad. Well, that's it for the session really. Caught one fish on the bottom, the rest off the bottom. Just goes to show in the colder months that the fish not really wanting to feed, but you just got to fish for them where they are, and they're off the bottom. We found them, we caught a few. Probably got another hour left, so happy days.